Alright, man, YouTube. What's good? What's the tunes? Good. I was gonna say good afternoon, but good morning. I hope you guys are doing well today. And your boy is back, with another vid. So, I got a special for you guys. Today we're gonna be dropping two videos. I'm gonna do two story times, and this should be pretty good. Before I begin, I want to thank those that's been subbing to the channel, subscribing, commenting, helping with the engagements, the live streams, all that. I want to appreciate y'all. Y'all been super supportive. One second, let me just clean this. So yeah, so as I said before, we're close to we're getting closer and closer to the goal of this channel as far as getting monetized. I'm gonna stop speaking on that because I'm just gonna let it just happen organically. So, it's just me talking shit or whatever. Anywho, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. Excuse me, and let's get to it. So, as you guys can see in the title, now I don't know if I spoke about this in the past, excuse me, but regardless, I'm going to go a little bit more in depth with this story. So, get some popcorn, get something to drink, because this should be an interesting story. So, where do I begin? Okay. So for those that don't know, I used to DoorDash, right? I no longer do DoorDash any longer. They actually kind of got me out of the app. I guess it was really just due to me canceling a lot of calls. For those that don't know, I don't know where you guys are from, what part of the city, a state, where in the United States, but I don't know. I think DoorDash is kind of slowly declining. It really depends on your area. But I think people that have made, like myself, made a decent amount of money on DoorDash and once upon a time, them days are no longer here. I think it's very oversaturated. A lot of people, due to the economy, are finding different ways to get extra income, and it's a cool little hustle to, at least if you got a phone bill you got to pay for or get something to eat, but it's not something that you could really live off of, if you get what I'm saying. But as I said earlier, um, if there was anybody that's watching this that's done DoorDash during the before the pandemic, you were seeing a lot of bread because at that time it wasn't really publicly noted. Like a lot of people didn't really know about it. So I remember they used to have referrals. If you were able to get on and refer somebody, you guys could both make at least a band, and then on top of your DoorDash deliveries while making that band. You get what I'm saying? So all I'm saying, there was a lot of perks and benefits you had when it was lucrative at one point, but neither here or there. So um now, this is me being in Texas, right? Now, granted, those that don't know, Texas is an open carry state. It's definitely different from where I come from. I'm an East Coast cat. I'm a New Yorker by the way of a New Jersey cat, a Jersey by the way of a New Yorker. So, I'm originally from the East Coast, North kid, as that. So, the culture and everything is very different, right? There's pros and cons just to everything, right? So, uh, I don't even want to say I was in Houston, but I was somewhere on the west side of Houston. So this is when I was door dashing. So I remember I had a DoorDash call. I don't even know what restaurant I picked up the food at. So normally when I do my DoorDash calls, if I have a customer that contacts me or calls me, I never answer. Even if they text me, I'll never answer. Why? It's just it's just me. I won't answer. I would Matter of fact, let me say this. I never answer phone calls. If I have a customer that's calling me, I never answer phone calls. I will answer text, but it just solely depends on what are they texting me about. So this guy happened to be a white guy. He older at that too. He happened to I guess hit me up repeatedly, And I never responded because I thought he was doing a little much. Now, granted, for those that do DoorDash, right? Let's say, for instance, uh, I might get a call to do this order, but I don't want to do it. I curve it. It might be too. It might not be enough money or enough time. It might not be enough money, or I might not have enough time to go pick up the order. Just a bunch of reasons. I'll cancel it so someone else will pick up the call, right? That person might cancel, then someone else. So there's if that call is not a good enough call to do, there's always going to be somebody curving it until you get that one person that wants to take the call. So I guess in this situation, it happened to be me. So I ended up picking up the call. As I said before, I can't recall what restaurant I went to go pick up the order, right? So I pick up the order. I'm on my way to the guy's crib. We're going to call him Bob. Now, we're going to call him we're gonna call him Bob. So I'm on my way to deliver to Bob. Bob is an older guy, an older white guy. And the area that I'm delivering, mind you, I'm in the South. I'm in Texas, right? I'm in Houston. Now, the part of Houston, the part of city that I'm in, I don't want to say it's boondocks, but it's one of them areas where there's no lights. It's a long highway. It's late at night. It's dark. It's probably around maybe 9, 10 at night. But these areas is so secluded, you don't know where the hell you're going, right? So I'm on my way driving to his crib, and he's hitting me up. Like I said before, he's hitting me up repeatedly, texting me. Now, as I said earlier, I don't respond to phone calls nor text messages unless if it's an emergency. Specifically, text messages. Text messages, I might respond. It just solely depends on what you're asking me or whatever. So I ignore it. I'm getting close and close to his crib. Now, his crib is like right off a highway, but okay, this is the highway, right? Now, his crib is off the highway, but it's like maybe a couple houses down from the highway, but it's mad secluded. And there's other cribs around that area too, but the area itself is like secluded from everywhere else. So I remember I get to his crib. I get in the area where his crib is at. So I'm in the highway. I get off, turn left, and his crib happens to be here. But the funny thing with DoorDash, depending on what map you use, I think I was using Waze at the time. I might have been using Waze or Google Maps. It redirected me to somewhere else. So I don't know if it was because of the address he gave me wasn't correct or whatever the case might have been. It kind of took me off maybe like a block away from where he is at, but I'm not too far from where he's at for me to deliver. So I get to the address that he provided, but the map is taking me to a different address. So I get there, I get out of my car. Mind you, I said it's late night, right? Yeah. Get out of my whip. So his crib is right here, and the crib that that app took me to was like right here. So like I said, it's like a block. Not even a block. It's like up the street type shit, right? But you could say it's the block over. So I get out of my car and I hear somebody yelling. And I'm looking around and he's just talking shit. Like he's yelling. Mind you, as I said before, listen, y'all. He's cursing or he's talking a whole bunch of bullshit. And it's late night, right? It's like 9, it's like 10, 9, anywhere between 9 and 11 o'clock, right? And he's just start yelling, talking, and I'm looking around like, who's saying this? So I see as I'm walking around looking to see where it's coming from, I'm walking towards that direction. So I'm walking towards and somebody's just talking shit. And as I slowly walk up, so clearly where I'm walking to is the house where I'm supposed to deliver the food at, which is him, right? The customer. So I'm walking, homie just starts saying whatever, and I'm looking around, just how y'all see, I'm looking like, I look around, I'm like, I know this nigga is not, excuse my language, I know he's not talking to me. So I'm looking around, and I'm like, I approach him, I had the food, I'm like, sir, I don't know who you talking to. You might be talking to the wrong person. I pointed my finger at this dude. And mind you, just to set the record straight as a disclaimer, I think right now and where we at today, bro, it's never a need to fight. unless your life is on the line, especially at this age. I don't feel there's a need to fight or be overly aggressive towards people unless you feel threatened, your life is on the line, or those are really the only issues. You got too much to lose, especially somebody like myself, and me being in an area where potentially predominantly are there's white people. I'm only a black dude, right? So I approach him. I'm like, yo, sir, I don't know who the hell you talking to, but if you gonna talk to me, you're gonna talk to me with respect. I don't know who the fuck you think you are. I was just giving it off to him. Yo, when I said that to him, homie got scared as hell. He was shook. He started to apologize. He didn't mean to go off like this and that. Apparently his order has been getting pushed back. Like I said earlier in the video, people, I guess, were curving his calls. Were curving the order because they're not making money out of the order. But luckily for me, I happened to be in the area to pick up the order, so I did it, right? I always go, basically, when it comes to DoorDash, I always go off of $1 a mile. So if it's like a $5 call, 5 miles. If it's a $10 call, 10 miles. Nah, y'all get what I'm saying. So he started apologizing. And I'm like, yo, I'm good, man. Just take your food and let me get the hell out of here. So, excuse me. Now, I'm not gonna say that I felt threatened because I never did. I thought it was actually kind of funny. I've encountered some crazy people, but this one was just bizarre as hell. Cause it's like if I really wanted to be a complete dickhead, I would have not even delivered the food. I would just took your food, got paid for it. DoorDash will reimburse you your bread, and you'll be out starving, not have nothing to eat while I'm eating your food and getting paid. So I don't really care. The only thing that I probably would have missed out on was the fact that I spending gas to go deliver your food, but I have a cheap car. I have a Honda, so like gas is not doing nothing for me. It's not hurting me. So moral of the story is, man, if y'all, for all my DoorDash people that's doing that, or any type of delivery service, whether it could be Amazon, it could be freaking what's out there, Instacart, just be mindful and be aware of crazy people or ignorant people like this man right here that caused me to this man that caused me to indulge in this type of behavior. So that was an interesting story. That's pretty much that. I don't really have much else to say. I thought that was a pretty interesting one. Funny at that too. Looking back at it, it's funny, but at the same time, it's not, because people could get killed for that, man. I could have been some different type of bull and just went buck crazy on him. But I knew he got scared once I had that type of demeanor and tone. And I don't like conducting myself in that type of manner because I like to be looked at in a certain way. And I never want to carry myself or come across like that because it could fuck up a lot of opportunities. I look at the bigger picture and look at the long term of things. So anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this little story. Soon time of the time I encountered quote unquote racist, or shall I say whatever, of this customer. Anywho, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna drop you guys another video in a shorty. I'm gonna say in a shorty. So y'all stay tuned, stay blessed. Deuces.